Hello. Today, I wanted to do an Easter spring reading for you. It's officially springtime. We have the equinox on the 21st. And so the time is changing, the energy is changing, our earth is changing. We're going through changes as well, aren't we? We're transforming our energies. We're waking up. We're hopefully enjoying the sunshine a little bit more at your latitudes. So, I'm going to do a little tarot reading. And to start, I've lit a little bit of incense. You see it burning. Gotta be careful not to blow out the candle. Incense. A resin. One of the noblest substances. A powerful anti-inflammatory for medicinal purposes. But it's a very effective way to clean our energetic space. And it smells divine. The smell. Have you ever smelled incense in a church? It's a holy substance. And so we'll let it set our tone for the reading today. Here's what it looks like. Big chunks of golden resin. Good there. So, I think we'll start with, in keeping with the springtime theme, these energies are lightening up, so I'm going to start with a fairy card, a fairy oracle, to set the tone. Something light and airy, hopefully cheery. We'll see what we get. Charm. Look at this lovely lady with her little fairy wings walking through the tulips. And the beautiful pink. And the spring green surrounding her. So we're under the charm of the change of season. We don't have to cover ourselves up as much, right? In our clothing. Hopefully we can free ourselves from the shackles of the coldness of the winter and feel a bit lighter. Now, I think we'll have a spirit animal card next. I love this card. Swan. Swan spirit. Time for a deep dive. Swans, enigmatic creatures, yes. I see them often on the lake where I live. They can be quite grumpy and aggressive, right? For me, swans are very divine creatures. Some say they represent Archangel. Which archangel is it? One of the archangels. Raphael, I do believe, or Gabriel, one of the two. But because they have the white and the black feathers, for me they represent our light and shadow sides. They embody both. And therefore they are high-level creatures because it takes a lot of work and soul evolution to be able to look at our shadow, much less embody it and wear it and display it out in the open. But that is their beauty, the light and the dark. And look at these beautiful pink flowers. And the number 6, it's card number 60, which brings down to a 6, the number of harmony, a harmonious equilibrium of the two sides. The innate polarity of us as humans and spiritual beings. I love this card. What else do we have? In keeping with the light theme, we have these heart and soul cards in the shape of a heart. Isn't that beautiful? It's somewhat of a challenge to shuffle neatly. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And so, there you go. Oh, we have 2. Ooh. We have Isis over here. And then look at the brilliant sun. The solar energy that is related and linked to the goddess Isis, one of the ascended masters, the great goddess of Egyptian mythology, who represents health and the divine feminine. And of course the sun is the masculine energy. And so here we have another polarity, another complementary pairing of cards, similar to the swan with the black and the white. We have the yin and the yang. For the swan, so the dark side is always the yin, right? It's the receptive quality. And the yang, the light, the bright, the more masculine quality associated with fire, productivity, action. It's outward, yin, inward, outward, inward, back to the harmony of the 6. And so on the back, the summaries, the descriptions are in French. I think I'll read them. For Isis, synthonisez la force subtile et divine en moi, avec votre propre force divine et celle de toutes les choses vivantes. Dans les prochains jours, il va s'établir une connexion spirituelle intime avec Isis, la déesse de la maternité, de la magie et de la fertilité. So speaking of a connection, a budding connection, just like the springtime buds, leading to the flowers, with Isis to come in the very near future. Isis, the goddess of maternity, magic, and fertility. Beautiful. Now, the sun. Du point de vue de votre âme, cette vie ne représente qu'une page d'une histoire infinie dans laquelle ceux qui vous entourent et vous-même avez un rôle particulier à jouer. Ainsi, ayez conscience que ce rôle ne représente pas votre moi véritable, car vous avez beaucoup plus de consistance que votre personnalité actuelle ou que les circonstances auxquelles vous êtes confronté. Votre moi véritable et immortel ne peut être défini. Beautiful. From a soul perspective, always remember that who you are, your true self, is much greater than what you're going through right now, in this lifetime, on this earth, in this body. For you are infinite. Beautiful. And next, how about a little of the spirit, animal deck from Kim Cranes. Need to tidy it up first. What do we have here? Can't wait to find out. These are always a bit intense, yes. They're a bit intense. They're not your typical animal deck, right? Oh dear, we have a lot. Now, of these that fell, I'm going to pick, actually I don't like that. I'm going to read them all, okay? So, look at the selection. We have bear, often representing a benevolent maternal. And that goes to the goddess Isis. That feminine energy we were talking about. And look, the bear is waking up from its winter hibernation and it's being warmed by the sun that we saw on the other card. Now, the next card is Earthworm. And in this deck, Earthworm represents beginner's mind. So we have a new season. The earth is waking up. And we're all starting from scratch. We're all starting to slug through the heaviness of the soil, to oxygenate it, to keep it lighter, to bring in that nourishment. And here we have the rainbow colors, also warmed by the sun. Next, we have the hyena, which could be a fairly brutal card, right? Hyenas aren't super sweet. But here we have the moon. We can see half. Half is lit, illuminated, and half is dark. And so, I think this card tells us, like the hyena, the carnivore, we should get rid of and purify everything in the dark, everything in the shadow, digest it so that it may decompose and start again afresh and anew and be brought into the light. Hyena. Otter. I love this card in this deck. Otter reminds us to find play and joy in our daily lives. And so, while these other cards, especially the hyena, can be quite serious and deep, we're invited to keep things light with the otter and play, and invite our inner child to come out and enjoy itself from time to time. It'll keep us happy. Moth. Look at the beautiful moth with a spring green and a chartreuse color. This moth on this card is coming out of the dark and into the light. Again, the symbolism of what was once dark in the winter, in the cold, away from our gaze. We're invited to bring it up in the new spring energies, to take a look now that we have more sunlight. And as they say, sunlight is the best disinfectant. Wow, looky here. We have Swan in 2 different decks. I love it when that happens. I see that as a confirmation of the message and the general theme. I've espoused the length of the reading here. And so look, it's so clear. The mirror, the polarity, the inner being, the outer being. Swan embodies both and invites us to do the same. Beautiful. Now, for the very end, I'll draw a card from the classic Rider-Waite deck, just to send us off with a more concrete energy. Okay, so we have several as well, and I will keep in mind. We have 5 again. Now I do believe we had 5 here, and we had 6. We had 6 from this deck, 5 from this deck. Now, the 2 of Wands we've planted the seeds. Perhaps last year, we're looking into our globe and we're focusing on one of these options to bring it forward, to nurture it. Which one will that be? Again, we have 2. The number of polarity, the number of me and the other, internal and external of the same person as well, right? Now, 8 of Pentacles. Here we have someone who's working away at his pentacles. So that's a very earthy, materialistic representation of the work we're called to do on ourselves on a daily basis, to pound away, create good habits, to explore both parts of ourselves. I love it. We have the 2 of Cups. So this is the me and the other, me and you, 2 sides of ourselves, female, male, in harmony. Again, the 2 sides of the same person as well. The Hanged Man is a 12. The Hanged Man is the enlightened one, the enlightened being, similar to Father Odin, who hung from the tree and came back with the runes in the Nordic divination system. Well, the Hanged Man, even though we're outside and the leaves are growing, we still need to reach that calm perspective and sit with ourselves for this inner self-discovery. Because I think we may have had a tower moment. Look in the past month or 2 and see if something in your life has happened, something major. Something major that's asking you to call into question and to examine and to analyze a part of yourself. What did that tower moment, the moment of shock, bring to light for you? What are we called to change? 5, the number of change and conflict. It can be inner conflict. So it looks like it's time to go within. And we still have our precious fragrance, our incense, to protect us and guide us along the way. So that's all I had for you today.